Peace to all the leaders, achievers, hip-hop believers and our beefers. This is www.whereisthebeef.co.za and welcome to Where is the Substance Reviews. Word up, my name is THEOVERYT, the Where's the Beef butcher that controls the hype, and the track that we are going to be taking a look at today is a release by my man Shane Eagle with his song titled Let It Flow. So now when it comes to the production side of things with regards to the beat selection, I feel like the beat is too nice, you know. He took it back to that real hip hop with this one. I like how the sample game on this actual beat actually creates the whole vibe of this whole track. And another thing I like about this very beat is how it actually demands skill. So I can't actually picture some of these MCs in the mainstream actually jumping on this type of beat because they will actually drown on this whole beat. So like, when it comes to the whole, I could say, quality of the vocals via production, the engineering aspects were on point in terms of the mixing and mastering of this track. So like, production as a whole, man, I'm on point with it, man. I love it. So now when it comes to the lyrical content, you know, when it comes to the actual bars, I feel like the bars were too dope. Or I won't say too dope, because, you know, there's nothing that's too dope, but then I like the dopeness of it, you know. I like how he didn't have to get complex with these rhyme schemes and all that. And I like how, I felt like he focused too much on, well, not too much, but he focused a lot on the lyrical content as opposed to like the rhyme schemes and patterns. Because, you know, when you get a beat like this, all you want to do is spit bars and actually flip a word. I like how he was very simple and didn't have to get complex with this whole thing, right? So like, the concept was also pretty dope as well, and I like how he executed the concept and how the concept also matched the beat at the same time. I like how he was also very real on this track and how he spoke about, you know, the industry, and he spoke about himself, and then he spoke about himself within that very industry and type of thing. So like, as an aspiring artist, to most aspiring artists, it's something that they can actually relate to, you know, because there's now a line between, you know, getting super commercial or being conscious. So I like how he was in the middle, and I like how he even brought it up in that track, how he was in between getting conscious and too commercial. And another thing I like is how his punchlines and metaphors are very subtle, and it takes a very sharp ear to catch onto some of these rhymes and all that. And another thing I liked about, or the last thing I liked about this very song was how, or like the lyrics in the song, was how he actually delivered the verses, because he was heavy on the bars, right? But very subtle, and like the delivery was like very laid back. So like, he didn't have that whole in your face type of feel, but then when you listen attentively, he's actually hitting really hard. So that was very dope from Shane Eagle. So on a lyrical perspective, man, much props goes to my cat. So now when it comes to the overall feeling of this very song, you know, I'd like to say it was too ill. You know, this is exactly what I've been talking about this whole year. How lyricism is slowly becoming the focal point of the music that our South African hip hop artists are putting out. You know, so like in terms of production, it was on point. Lyrical content was on point. Overall feeling, based on everything I said, was also dope on an overall level. So based on everything I said, I like to give the song a nice 4 out of 5 for this one. And simply, I would have given them 5, but there's no such thing as perfection, like you said in your video and all that stuff. So like, 4 out of 5 for this one. And that was Where is the Substance Reviews. Do you feel like the song had substance? I certainly do feel so. And if you agree or disagree, be sure to comment on the comment section below. But for more substance in abundance, be sure to log on to www.whereisthebeef.co.za. Like our page on Facebook, we are Where is the Beef. On Twitter, we are at Where is the Beefs with an S. And if you do want to know the deal, you know, that's, you know, fresh and marinated and all that, be sure to catch Miss Gabby from, you know, on Fresh from the Grill. And as for me, I am the THEOVERYT, the Where's the Beef butcher that controls the hype, and I'll catch you on the flip. Word up.